Welcome to 5 Minutes of Faith, brought to you by Believers Ministry, where we're reaching the community with the love of Christ, one person, one family at a time. Join us as we are taking excerpts from our pastor's recent sermon. It's going to be about 5 minutes.
The title of today's message is Confidence to Persevere. Our lesson text will be taken from Hebrews, the 10th chapter, verses 35 to 37, from the New International Version, and it reads, "So do not throw away your confidence, it will be richly rewarded. You need to persevere, so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what He has promised. For in just a very little while, He who is coming will come and will not delay." In today's lesson, we will be encouraged to have confidence in God to persevere, especially during difficult times. We need to persevere during these times and remember the benefits of standing firm as we continue to live for Christ. Perseverance is the evidence that we are really committed to Jesus, so we have to have confidence in God to persevere. So we must have confidence in knowing that God knows what's best for us. We must have confidence in God's wisdom. He knows how to meet the need. He does all things well and He makes no mistakes. We must have confidence in God's timing. God's timing is always best because of His ability to orchestrate the circumstances of our lives. He knows when to manifest the answer, and He knows how to manifest the answer. God said in His word in Hebrews 13:5 that He will never leave you nor forsake you. Verse 6 says, "So we may say with confidence, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. What can man do to me?" Confidence is knowing that God is with us through every trial. Jesus never fails. God is in control. So as you're going through the storms of life, whether you're going through one, been through one, or getting ready to go through one, know that God is with you. When you're a born-again believer, you are not alone. You got to know that God is strengthening you. You got to know that God is sustaining you all the way, building your confidence in Him to persevere. So don't stop short of victory. And as you're going through, reflect back on the times God helped you in the past. And I think sometimes our mind gets stuck in gear and we don't think back on what God has already done for us. Amen. Reflect back on how He brought you through. Reflect back on His goodness, on His mercy, and on His grace. You got to reflect back on how He kept you through it all, and He's still keeping you, and you're still standing. Reflect back on those times that you didn't know how you were going to make it. Reflect back on those times Satan tried to take your life. Reflect back on those times and thank God. Know that God was building your confidence in Him to prepare you for what you're going through now or getting ready to go through. God was with you then, and He's with you now, and He'll be with you even to the end of the world. We must remember, God is powerful enough to create all things. God is wise enough to be trusted. God is loving enough to do what is right. When trials come, we need to remember that God is just in all He does. When we cannot understand, we can take refuge in the truth that God's ways are above our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. So when it looks like darkness, God is light. When it looks like sickness, God is your healer. When it looks like the bills won't get paid, God is the one who meets your needs. He's Jehovah Jireh, our provider. When it looks like you can't do it, God is your helper. When it looks like you're being attacked, God is your shield, and He's your buckler. When it looks like you're all alone, God is your comforter. He'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. So we give thanks that He will use our problems to fulfill His purpose. God's purpose is greater than our problems, greater than our pain. What is that purpose? It is that we become like His Son, Jesus Christ. So we thank God that He will use our problems to fulfill His purpose. Our scripture text says, do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. You need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what He has promised. Confidence in God to persevere to the end. Don't stop short of victory. Cross the finish line. Everybody has a race charted out for them. You can't run mine and I can't run yours, but run your race with patience, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of your faith, and cross the finish line. Persevere till the end. But you can't persevere if you do not have confidence in God.
We trust that the word has encouraged you, has impacted your life, and we'd like to extend a cordial invitation to come out and join us in service. Our address is 465 Waterbury Court, Suite E, Gahanna, Ohio, 43230.